Sparky, you are. Yes, indeed. Oh, hi guys. Hi. Let's pretend like you didn't say that. I don't know what's going on. But welcome to my YouTube and Twitch channel update and content preview for 2016. I thought I'd just go ahead and put together a little video giving everybody an update on what my plans are for Twitch and for YouTube for 2016. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. We're going to start out with Twitch. And for those who don't know, Saturday morning, or Saturdays in general, is sort of my main streaming day for Twitch. On Saturday morning, I have a Star Wars The Old Republic show called Saturday Morning SOTOR. It runs starting at about 9 a.m. Central Standard Time and generally runs for about 2 hours. And then starting January 9th, I am going to be streaming every Saturday night starting at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. And one of the big games that's coming out this year is going to be Mass Effect Andromeda. And Mass Effect is one of my favorite gaming series of all time. So starting on Twitch January 9th, I'm going to start a full playthrough of the Mass Effect games, 1, 2, and 3. And those of you who are in chat, you're actually going to help me with all of the big decisions. So it's going to be sort of a community playthrough, if you want to call it that. The rest of the days, Monday through Friday and Sunday, all of those streaming days for me are just completely random. If I do stream on Twitch on those days, it's going to be 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. You can pretty much figure what I'm going to do is on Tuesdays, if there's a big game that comes out, I'll probably be streaming whatever that big game is on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or something along those lines. So that's sort of just a very quick update on what I'm doing with Twitch. YouTube is where my main focus is, so Twitch is just sort of something that I dabble in. For those who have had a chance to check out Saturday Morning SOTOR, we have a good time on there. We do a lot of giveaways, and we just sort of a laid back, hang back, talk with the community, and I've been having a really good time with that show. For YouTube, I'm going to break this down into a few different categories. I want to go ahead and start with what is not returning for 2016. And this is something that I actually posted on social media a couple of months ago. And so for those who actually saw that, you'll know that the tour report is not returning to the channel. And the reason for that, and I'm sure most of you can probably guess this, but in the past year, there's just been a complete lack of information from BioWare about Star Wars The Old Republic. I mean, if you even look at the updates for that game, if you look years ago, it would go like update 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we'd have the 3.0 expansion. For this last series, we went, and I could be misremembering, but I think we went 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, maybe 3.4, and then it jumped to the expansion. So the amount of just the news they've been putting out, the amount of content they've been putting out has been severely reduced. So it's impossible for me to do a weekly show. So the sort of counterplay to that, and this is something you guys have already seen on the channel, instead of just doing that show every week, I'm just simply doing, when they actually do release some big news, I'm just instantly doing a video on it, which is probably the better way to even be doing it, because I can get the information and the news and screenshots, videos, whatever it is, out to you a lot quicker than waiting till the weekend to do that show. So I think, even though I know that's a show that a lot of people really liked, I think doing it in this shorter, newer, different format, different way of doing it is going to be the way to go. So, yep, no more tour report. It has officially been retired. So let's go ahead and move on to what is returning to the channel for 2016. First of all, Star Wars The Old Republic. It will continue to be a main game that I feature on the channel. Anything that I can do for that video game, I will definitely do it. Next up is WildStar. The WildStar content will continue as well. It is pretty difficult, even with the lack of content for SWTOR, doing 2 MMOs full-time and trying to get every single detail in both of them is pretty difficult. So the WildStar content is probably going to be less. I mean, if anybody, and I'll get to this a little bit more in the later part of the video, but if there's anything in particular that you guys and gals would like to see for Star Wars and WildStar, leave a comment below, and I'll definitely look into potentially doing that, because I'm always looking for new ideas. So yes, WildStar will be returning. My First Look series, that will also be returning for 2016. I'm a big game junkie. It's what I do. I will get into, whether it's the AAA titles, the indie titles, anything that I can get my hands on. And if there's anything that I think you guys should see, I will go ahead and do that First Look video on it. The First Look series is also a very different kind of series for me, and it's something that I want to work on. It's just me as a person getting better at doing that type of a video. It's almost a review style video, but it's sort of like, here's the game, I'm showing you the game, here's the analysis, here's my thoughts, so forth and so on. It's something that, like I said, it's just something that I want to get better at, so that series is definitely continuing. And speaking of series, the Smuggler series, that series will continue, and I will finish it. And then I've got Knights of the Old Republic. I've seen several questions from people about where did that series go, and the fall game releases for 2015, it was just so crazy. I literally did not have the time to do the new releases and the Knights of the Old Republic series. So I had to put that on hold, but rest assured, the Knights of the Old Republic series will be returning, and I will finish it or I will die. Let's go ahead and move on to new items. And before I move on to new items, there's something that I need everybody to understand. And that is, I have certain goals, certain expectations for my channel and the growth of my channel. And unfortunately, just doing SWTOR and WildStar is not enough. Just the viewership for those two games is not there. I might be able to get to like 5,000 subs on YouTube, but getting any higher than that with just those two games, it's not going to happen. So I have to branch out. I have to do other things. And one of the most successful things that you can do is to jump on a new game that is going to be hot, and you jump on it early, and you just do everything you can with that new game. And I do believe the next hot thing out there is going to be Overwatch. So I am announcing that Overwatch, unless something terrible happens, Overwatch is going to be a main game that is going to be featured on this channel in the foreseeable future. I've actually had contact with the community manager at Blizzard for Overwatch, and the Overwatch closed beta is supposed to kick off in late January, early February, and she's told me that I have got a guaranteed beta spot so I can start doing coverage for the channel. So the actual release date for Overwatch is not confirmed, but it's supposed to be before June. So if you like Overwatch, if you want to know more about Overwatch, as I said, that is going to be a main game that is going to be featured on my channel, and I hope to bring in a brand new community for that product. Next, there is a little game coming out called No Man's Sky. I don't know if you've heard of it. If you haven't, go check it out. But it's a game that I'm highly interested in. So I am announcing that I will be doing a very long duration series for No Man's Sky. I think it's going to be the kind of game that's going to be really interesting to play, really interesting for you guys to watch, because it's a true exploration game at its at its like most detailed levels. You know, you're in a ship and the universe is yours to explore for you and to conquer, to name, and so forth and so on. So No Man's Sky, I'll be doing an extended series on that. And then finally, the sort of last thing I wanted to announce for new content is something I've been thinking about for a while. And a little story here real quick. And that is for the people who really know me, whether it's my friends, my family, coworkers, or whoever, I'm someone who, as a hobby of mine, I'm really, really into the gaming industry as a whole. You know, the news, you know, what's going on, the games, the personalities, the developers, so forth and so on. Everybody comes to me and they're always like, so what's going on with these games? What's going on with these developers? And that kind of information, I've never done anything with it on a YouTube level. So something I'm going to experiment with, and I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this or if it's just going to be a short experiment, but I'm going to do these gaming blog style videos. I don't really know if they're going to be gaming news. I mean, I don't think so. But it's just something I'm going to play with, something I'm going to experiment with, and hopefully you guys will sort of give me some feedback on it, whether you like it, whether you don't like it when I start actually doing these. And I'm not even sure when the first one's going to be. Right now we're kind of in a slow period for, you know, all the gaming news, gaming industry news and all that. But it's going to be sort of the hot topic thing. I know that there's other YouTubers that do very, very similar things, and I'm going to do something along the same lines. It's sort of, here's your gaming industry hot topic stuff that's going on, and it's probably going to be, each video is going to be like one topic. But again, I hate to be repeating myself, but it's going to be highly experimental, and I have no idea when the first one is going to be. And of course, just sort of wrapping up this video, you know, any new stuff that'll pop up, you know, I'll do. And really, YouTube and Twitch, it's all about experimentation. I mean, even the biggest names out there, they're constantly trying new things to keep themselves fresh, to stay up with what everybody else is doing. And so I am going to be trying to do the same thing. So should be a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun doing YouTube and Twitch. Twitch is something that's just, it completely exploded over the last couple of years. And Twitch is going to be doing some more interesting things with their network in 2016. So it'll be interesting to see if people really just start switching over to Twitch more, or how they balance their Twitch and YouTube stuff. Just pretty interesting stuff. And then sort of the last thing I wanted to say was, you know, if you guys have any thoughts, any feelings, any opinions about stuff you would like to see, I mean, I would like you to leave a comment down below. If there's, you know, you say, you know, this is a cool game, why don't you do a video on this game, or go check this out? You know, just leave a comment below, and I'll consider it. You know, I can't guarantee that I'm going to do everything that you guys say, but I like to get some sort of feedback on what I'm doing, and then what's going on for 2016 and all that fun stuff. But that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go ahead and do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching and supporting me in 2015, and hopefully you will continue in 2016 as well. And of course, if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. And with that being said, everybody keep playing and have fun.